My name's David, and I'm making this video because medical marijuana, vaping marijuana, is technically legal in Ohio now, and I've seen that a lot of people have questions. I'm going to try to give you a little bit of answers today in regards to some of the questions I've seen people answering. Myself, I honestly have some questions too. The laws aren't very clear right now. All we know is that the law passed, and medical marijuana for use is legal in Ohio, but only through vaping. I took notes, so forgive me, because I knew I wouldn't remember all this, but I wanted to go over some things that I do know and some of the stuff that I have done research on so far. I just obtained my card last week, and the doctors are not technically giving out the actual cards right now. It's a temporary card. So if that answers a little bit of questions, you do have an official recommendation from the doctor. They are legit doctors. You go in there, you obviously have to have one of the qualifying conditions. I didn't prepare that list, but you can go online and look up the qualifying conditions for Ohio. But if you have a qualifying condition and you go into one of these doctors, they can help you. And if you're like me and you don't want to swallow pills every day, you don't want to go down that route, you don't want to risk the chance of addiction, or maybe you have an addictive personality and you want a different option, now you have that option. And there's plenty of benefits for medical marijuana. It's being proven every day. So I just want to give you guys a chance to hear some of the things that I had to look up myself, maybe answer a few questions. Again, I just got my card. People are saying, well, you got a card, it's no use, you can't use it. Yes and no. There is a dispensary currently. There are a few in Michigan that'll honor the Ohio card. A lot won't, because technically it's still against federal law, blah, blah, blah. Ohio hasn't tightened up all of its laws yet, but you can go up there. I went to the depot town in Ypsilanti, Michigan, and they serve Ohio on your recommendation with your temporary card. So with that said, yes, you can go get it. You have a paper that's given to you from your doctor that says you are recommended. All the guidelines that are written by the law are followed on this recommendation. You have the card and you have a paper recommendation to show law enforcement. It's supposed to help you. Long story short, some cops can pull you over and they're going to be an ass about it. They're going to take your stuff. You're probably going to get a ticket. You're probably going to have to go to court. Your paperwork and all that, you're going to need that for court because it's a touchy subject right now. And like I said, with all the laws not being in place, there's loopholes, and a lot of the cops that are old school are still against it. They're not liking the fact that you can just go get it and you don't have to get it on the street anymore. So it's a risk you take. So with that said, let me get into some of the stuff I've wrote down. The actual medical marijuana law was passed in June of 2016. I've had people ask that. So it's already been passed since last year. Some people don't know this. It went into effect September 8th, 2016. So as of then, you have been technically able to possess marijuana for medical purposes if you have a recommendation of a doctor. This is some stuff that I've read. It says, lawmakers have said that you can travel to Michigan and other states where the medical marijuana is legal and bring it back. But it says that legal experts are saying it's still violating state and federal laws, because medical marijuana period, in the federal's eyes, is still a drug, and it is a Schedule I substance, which in their eyes is considered to not have any medical value whatsoever. So, with that being said, I don't know if I mentioned it, but Ohio obviously is vape only. We're not allowed to smoke it. If you smoke it, you are going to lose your card. You're going to lose the right to have your card. You are not going to be able to get a card again, and you might as well forget it and just hold out hopes for Ohio legalizing altogether. You can possess plant material, edibles, patches, oils, and tinctures. Again, you can only vape it. They will sell you the weed, the marijuana, whatever you care to call it, in Michigan. They sell it to you in the bud form. You bring it back. What you do with it is on you. I mean, it's the same situation as going to the doctor and you got people that abuse pills. I mean, it leaves the pharmacy as a pill and it goes home, and then you got people putting it up their nose and all this. I mean, I'm sure there's going to be people that take the marijuana from the dispensaries and they go and they smoke it like they're not supposed to. But when you're doing that, again, you are risking losing your card, and you spent all that money on the card for nothing. So if you got a legitimate condition, use it the way you're supposed to if you want to keep that card. Again, right now the official cards haven't been released. Doctors are writing recommendations and giving temporary cards. But that's all set to be permanent in September. Ohio has until September 8th of 2017, and it says Ohio law requires the Ohio medical marijuana program to be fully operational by this date. So by then we're supposed to have everything set. Everything is supposed to be, you know, in place to where it's done. And, you know, that's months away. So we've come a long way, but we still have a long ways to go. Ohio, you're not allowed to grow your own. No home grows. The law states very vaguely that right now you can possess a 90-day supply, but it does not say what a 90-day supply is. So they're being very vague about that, which is another iffy situation because one person's 90-day supply is going to be different from another person's 90-day supply. But, okay, you go up to the dispensaries and they allow you to come back with 2.5 ounces at a time. And that's your total weight between your flowers, your edibles, everything that you come back 2.5 ounces. There is no limit to how many times you can go back. You can go back the next day and get another 2.5 ounces if you got that kind of money. I don't see that as necessary if you're doing that kind of thing. Obviously, just as same as any other drug, they're going to look at you like, why is he going back every day for 2.5 ounces? They know damn well you're not smoking 2.5 ounces in a day, and if you are, it's not for medical purposes, one, or for two, you're sharing it with your friends. I mean, don't go out here and waste, you know, the system's time and get this weed that it took forever to get legalized and go out here and abuse it and ruin the chances for you to have, you know, an alternative to these pills and stuff. Don't abuse it. You know, take this opportunity while we have it to get your medical benefits and use it the proper way. The Supreme Court Justice of Ohio just backed legalizing marijuana all the way recreational, so who knows, we might see full recreational marijuana use here coming up real soon in Ohio, and the medical will be a side note, so I'm not sure how that's going to work. But I just wanted to make this video. It's long, yes. I hope it answered some of the questions for you. I'm sure there's plenty more questions. Again, I don't know the answers to all of it myself, and there's a lot of information missing on the internet when you go to look it up. I know there are local cities that are trying to block all the dispensaries and all that in their cities temporarily as long as they can, because, like I said, there's old school beliefs that it is a horrible drug, it's the gateway drug, blah, 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 and people don't want to let go of that. People want to stick to that. But anyways, I hope I touched a little bit of all the bases in this video. I tried to cover all the knowledge that is available on the internet and from what I've been able to gather. If you have any questions or comments, or you just like to discuss anything we talked about in this video, drop me a comment and I will comment back and we can discuss it in the comments. I do get back to the people that comment on my videos, so let me know what you think. Let me know how you're feeling about the new laws. Let me know what you think they should have done differently or what they think they should do differently, and we will talk. Everybody enjoy your day. Thank you for watching, and have a good one.